Hi guys, Lady Random here and welcome back to FTB Inventions. Right, we're going to do something that we've been kind of putting off for a while, and it was something that kind of came up when we were looking at trying to sort ourselves some diamonds out, diamonds, emeralds even out, and it's kind of about time we probably did start exploring it, because what we wanted, oops, not that, was we wanted this thing here, the Amadrin tablet, and for that we need Pneumaticraft. So it's about time that we did decide to start looking at some Pneumaticraft. As much as it pains me and as much as I was really not kind of wanting to go there, it's time we did. So we need to really initially make the pressure chamber, or start to make the pressure chamber. Now it's another multi-block structure. So it's going to be similar to the industrial, this thing here, can't remember what it's called, industrial grinder, that we've got a multi-block structure. So we need to actually make a few things. So we need pressure chamber wall, and let's have a look for that. That is on here somewhere. Why don't we just actually type pressure chamber? It'll probably be easier. Okay, so this stuff here, pressure chamber wall. So that is compressed iron. We'll need pressure tubes, which again also needs compressed iron. Probably be nice to have a nice pressure chamber window as well, which again, funnily enough, that needs compressed iron. So how do we make compressed iron in a pressure chamber? Yeah, that's all it's suggesting. However, there is a method that we can use. Hi, you're still here. We need some iron blocks, so let's grab, I think probably 3 should be enough, and we also need some of this stuff, some TNT, so we're going to need to make that. So it's pretty easy, basic vanilla recipe. So that's the 4 sand, the 5 gunpowder. I believe with this we should be able to learn it, so we might as well. Yep, we can. Excellent. We'll grab ourselves a fairly cheap recipe. We'll grab ourselves a couple of blaze rods and we'll make ourselves hopefully 3 TNT. Nope, no, we definitely don't want to be putting that in there, do we? Right, so TNT, 1, 2, 3, perfect. We put our iron blocks in there. Well, bugger. Let's just go for iron. Let's see what we can pull back and recover out of that. Well, that was a bit stupid, wasn't it? Never mind. Never mind. So let's go like that. Let's go 2 of them. Now we're going to need to do this somewhere a little bit away from the base. So let's have a quick sleepy. Because what we've got to do is actually use the TNT to actually explode, and I've realised that I haven't actually got my flint and steel. Let's go back and get those. But yeah, we need the TNT to explode. In theory we might be able to do it with 1, but I thought, well, I'll bring a few just in case that we need to do them 1 at a time. But in theory we should be able to do all 3 blocks with 1 explosion. But I thought, well, while we're at it, we did also, hello, we have more loots. Lots more loots. So we have a plastic bag. We also have one of these safari nets. So we could probably do that at the same time. So why don't we get ourselves, again, we are up and down this ladder like some crazy woman. Grab ourselves one of the other safari nets, just in case we want to capture whatever it is. Let's stick. This needs to actually go on us, doesn't it? So that's cool. We can put that on in just a second, just so we can get out of the way. But what we'll do, why don't we quickly open our bag, and that has given us more plastic sheets, which is fine. That's fine. I can live with that. We'll stick that back in there for the moment. Let's be fair, we're always going to be using those. But let's get ourselves outside. We'll stick on our jetpack, and we shall fly over Now we did have just here a little bit of a TNT accident, so it almost seems like this is probably not a bad place to actually do this. So I'm actually going to dig a slightly deeper hole. In fact, I could probably do with it being a 1x1, to be fair. Actually, let's do it as a 4x4 anyway. So what we should be able to do is, let's first of all place this. Oh, we got a chicken. Okay, we'll take you because we haven't actually got any chickens on the base. This is fine. But what we'll now do is put down, hopefully this should work, and we'll put down one of our TNTs to start with, like so. Let's light that, and hopefully we should be out of the way before it explodes. There we go. And the theory is, what we should now have, and it looks like it's worked, is a nice, let's gather all of this mess up, a nice block of compressed iron. Right, okay, so yeah, we have got a risk by the looks of things of actually losing some, so that's only given us 2 blocks. That's not a problem. Not a problem. Let's just put this kind of back together again a little bit as best we can. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, we don't want to be placing that just yet. Sort of patch this up slightly. Patching up big holes made by TNT, and it does mean we'll have to go and get a bit more, because I think we can probably do with making sure we've got enough. So why don't we grab ourselves, let's grab ourselves 3 more. Not like we don't have plenty of blocks of iron. Let's go 1, 2, 3. So I think it's kind of like potentially we could lose a 3rd. So I think hopefully, oops, okay. Let's blast up here quickly. Plenty of jetpack power still. Rather do this before it becomes night anyway. Let's whiz over. Ooh. Another couple of blocks of dirt there. Donk. Why don't we go 1, 2 there. Let's gather those. We'll put our iron there. Let's pop our TNT down there. Oh, you jumped out. Well, in theory that should work anyway. Let's light this. Hopefully that hasn't completely destroyed it. Oh no, looks, yeah, there we go. Looks like we've got a couple again, which is awesome. Lovely stuff. Let's just clean up again. Okay, so let's put down the cobble, fill in the holes, dirt there. So yeah, it's a pretty destructive way of doing, which is obviously a fairly good indication of why we don't want to be kind of making everything this way, because it will utterly destroy the landscape. But you know, we've now got 4 blocks of compressed iron, so that's cool. I'll take that. I will take that. Oh, we also made as well a composter, which is this here. That you basically just throw in any kind of vegetable, plant matter, etc., and that makes compost, which works in the same way as bone meal. So it was just something else to kind of do with all of the excess saplings and things that we had. So it's not learnable, but I just kind of thought, well, when I'm looking to actually try and get a bunch of crops together for stuff, that's an easy way of doing it. So there we go. That is that. Right, so we can now, let's whiz this off. And we'll go and stick this down in our transmutation table. TNT you can go back in, to be fair. I don't really need you. And let's exchange it for this stuff here. And we'll exchange it for a little bit of charcoal. And we'll exchange it for, yeah, conduits. Conduits are good. We like a few conduits. Okay, have we got room to put charcoal anywhere? No, we don't. Let's just whack that. Whack that in there. And we'll whack that in there for the time being. So there we go. So we have got our block, or 4 blocks of compressed iron, which is good. So we can stick that back in there to charge up along with that. Pop you away. You can live up there for the time being. And what we can now do is just break this down. There we go. So the first explosion of matter, I'm guessing that's called. So that's 36 compressed iron ingots, which is a pretty good start, I think. And I think for the actual pressure chamber itself, for the pressure chamber window, which I'd like to have, just so we can kind of see what's going on. So we get 16 of those, so we can just put those around the edges. That's more than we actually need, but that's not a problem. We need, was it the pressure chamber valve, wasn't it? So that is that one of those? There we go. So that's a pressure tube. We need 26. So that'll give us 32. So that is plenty there. And then we need to make the pressure chamber valve. You see that? Why does that make so many? But that's okay. That's okay. At the end of the day, we need them. Now, we can't, unfortunately, learn these at all. But we can go and set it up down in this area here. And I'm pretty sure, energy-wise... Right, so the block is used to create a pressure chamber. Create a hollow 3x3 structure with one pressure chamber valve connecting the inner air block pointing to the air block. Pressure chamber walls and pressure chamber windows can be used interchangeably. So we can make something probably quite tidy. I'm kind of thinking, why don't we set this up over here? So we will have, let's go 1, 2, 3, like so. 2, 3. It's quite an interesting texture on these, isn't it? We actually wanted the windows, didn't we? So let's have a window here and here. Where's our windows? There we go. So there, there, there. That can go there. I think we want our pressure chamber valve. We'll put there. Oh, is that facing the right way? I think we need to put that there, like so. Is that right? Just pop that there for a second to jump up on. I think that's right. We'll soon see if it doesn't multi-block. There we go. Perfect. So that has now set up as a multi-block. So this is our pressure chamber. And you see we've got the interface there. So we actually need to have some energy to actually make this work. So I'm wondering whether we can actually connect it. I'm pretty sure power-wise, let's have a look. So there's pressure chamber status. Open the pressure gauge to review the recipes of this machine. So that's the pressure. So at the moment we've got no pressure at all and no valid items in the chamber. So I wonder whether we can try. I think you need to have power going into this. Let's have a look. So I wonder whether we can actually connect using RF. And I'm going to need to very quickly make some more conduits. So let's stick those into... Oh, no, not you. You and you. Into the alloy smelter. I think this lot can go there. That can also go there. And we'll grab... what is it we actually need? The Amadrin tablet. So we need grey plastic sheets. So that is... Really? Burst plant seeds. Plastic plants are being removed in favour of oil. They only exist to provide a smooth transition towards the oil system. So soil, dirt, grass or farmland. Press Q or right click to plant seed. So burst plant seeds. Make plastic, okay. What else? So we've got a plastic mixer. So liquid plastic. Here's a plastic bucket. Burst plant seeds. Okay. So do we need to burst them in the chamber? I don't know. This could be interesting. Right. That's you. Let's get 6 of them. This may or may not work, and this is again one of those things where it sort of might be useful to have actually done some research on this before we start messing around with it. But no, we just keep things in the normal way that we do stuff. So in theory, let's have a look. We should hope, can we try and connect somehow to our... Oh crap. Yeah, we don't want to be in here, do we? We don't want to be in here at all. Let's put that straight back there. Oh, you can see I've made a little decorative pattern around with the old carpenter's blocks there as well. But yeah, that wasn't one of our finest moments. Right, there we go. Let's put that back together again. So we need to somehow tap into the energy cables. So I'm wondering whether that was probably not the best option. Let's put you back there. Gather you back. We might be better off coming this way. And let's go you there. And let's go for extract. Active without signal. We'll also do the same. Active without signal from here. No. Like so. One. I don't think this is going to be quite enough, is it? You're not connecting. You are not connecting. Okay. So that isn't going to work as a viable source of energy there, is it? Okay, so we'll need some kind... So I'll just check that this... Yeah, it's not giving us an interface, is it, to actually put something in there. So let's have a look. So that's the upgrades. Information. Uses air storage. The main feature, however, is to compress various items. Right, so do we need the pressure tubes? Let's have a look. Where's our pressure tubes there? We can stick those into there for the moment. Does that mean we need some kind of air compressor? So pressure tubes, do you? Okay. So that's a pressure tube there. Alrighty. So air compressor. So this machine is used to generate compressed air. So any item that burning furnace into a still so okay, so that is the advanced one. So this is the one that we need. Right, so we need a furnace, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 compressed iron ingots and a pressure tube. Okay, well, let's take you back. I've got a feeling we've only got 2 of those ingots left, haven't we? Where are you? We have 2. Now can we break these down again? We can't. Well, that's rather annoying, isn't it? Because that means we're going to have to go and break and blow some more stuff up. But we do have a furnace. That's cool. So we need... Okay, let's get this set up. So it's you are there. 1 of you there. 1, 2. Is that right? Yeah. So let's take ourselves another couple of blocks of iron. Knew we were going to need that TNT. Let's grab ourselves another thing of TNT. 1 of you, lovely. We're going to probably lose. Let's make 3 again. Let's take 3. Just because we know we're going to lose 1 anyway. And we'll go and make ourselves a bit more. And that should then make our air compressor, which I hope will then completely interface. This is going to just... Gah. Jetpack. Jetpack. Right, there we go. Jetpack. Cool. Okay, oh, it's coming up morning anyway. That's good. Right, so Mr. Jetpack, you can go on there like so. Let's go back to the awfully large hole that we made previously. Let's just very quickly do this. Oh, no. Flint and steel. I think we would forget our head if that was not stuck on right now. Let's have a little munch. There we go. Grab our flint and steel again. There we go. Oop. Hopefully what we can now do is make another massive mess. So let's go doink doink. Let's put you there. Let's put you there. Fly up out the way. There we go, another large mess. So it'd be nice if we're actually getting some decent resources out of this, but we're not. We're just basically blowing up the same load of dirt every single time. And just making a deeper and deeper hole. But you never know, it could be the start of a good mine for us, hey? Right, so let's fill in. Doink, doink. Got 20 dirt. Let's just patch up what we can. There we go. So we've got a couple more stacks of those. That's another 18, which is cool. So that should be enough to make our air compressor. And then hopefully that might give us our interface for the tank. Come on, let me down the ladder. Okay, so let's turn you. There we go. So that's 1 air compressor. Let's swap those out for the moment. hopefully we can pop that there. Let's pop pressure tube. Are you going to connect? Are you not going to connect? You come out the back there. There we go. That there like so. So that's our air compressor. We put fuel into that. Actually, have we still got in here? No, we haven't. Let's grab one of those. Just one, mind. Pop that into there. Okay, so we've got leaky pipe. Let's take that off there like so. That should start building the pressure up then. So air leaking, add pipes, machines to the output. Okay, there we go. See, our pressure is starting to build up now. So in theory, so no valid items in the chamber. So how do I put items in there? Insert valid items into the chamber. So click on the pressure gauge to view all the recipes. Machine. Okay, so don't. Ah. Okay. So you put in a block of coal and that will convert it into a diamond. So where is the interface then? Did we forget to actually make this thing? Interface. So pressure chamber interface. So that is a pressure chamber, wall and a block. So yeah, you can see that's actually starting to now get stuff in there. So we should be able to make this quite easily, which is good. Hoppers. Do we have hoppers as a thing in here? We don't. How do we not have hoppers? Are hoppers not learnable? Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. You. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can go back in there. Let's make ourselves a quick chest. And we'll go. Oh. There we go. Very quick chest. Very quick hopper. There we go. Grab ourselves one of the walls out. So that's the pressure chamber interface. Now I guess, do we put this on the front or do we build it in as part of the machine, I wonder? There we go. So does that now mean we can put seeds into here? No, we don't want a filter. Interface status, interface mode. Low signal. This block can be used to import and export items in and out of a pressure chamber. You select whether it's importing or exporting by how you place the block. The I means that it's importing on that side. The O means it's outputting. So use the filter slots to select which items are allowed to be imported and exported. Okay. So that's an import. That's the export. So we'll put in those into there. And then, is that allowing stuff to go in? Any signal? So how does this work then? Because that's pressured up nicely. That's not got anything inside it at all. So we want the item filter to be the seeds because we want to try and burst those. So importing or exporting how you place the block. Right, okay. Maybe what we need to do then is that. The item filter, interface status, interface mode none. The filter. Ah, right, so we need to put okay. So the interface can't work. The interface is not properly in a properly formed chamber, and the interface is not adjacent to an air block. Ah, okay. It's fine, it's fine. Let's put that in there like so. There we go. So it's saying where you place the block. So that looks like that's set to output, doesn't it? We don't want it to output. Let's put seeds in. Do we need to put it the other way? Nope. Okay, maybe we need... Nope. Let's just use these like so, that like so. That there. That there. Why is that outputting? Because that's set to output. I want it to input. Why won't you input? See, that's inputting. Input. There we go. Excellent. Right. So we want items to go in are those. Like so. And then do we need a tube? Is that building the pressure up again? Right. So it's in import mode. Brilliant. So we've got no problems. And the filter on, we put the filter in, so I guess we now maybe need another hopper on a chest, maybe? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In fact, we need 2 chests, don't we? Oops. Like so. Let's grab you. Thank you. Okay, so now let's just make another one of them. Like so. So in theory, this should now work. So if we go like so, with that on the top. Put the seeds in there. They're now going in. Ah, there we go. So I guess we've now got to wait for this to happen. So it needs, let's have a look. Wait for the pressure to actually get to where it needs to be. And then what that should then do is then turn these, I think, into burst seeds. Is that what we wanted? Burst plant seeds, yeah. So in a pressure chamber, and it needs to be 0 to 1. So we've almost got too much pressure. Okay, air leaking. Air is not leaking. So that's going up fine. Why is nothing happening? I'm very confused. Right, pressure chamber status. Click on the pressure gauge. Recipes. Ah, fireflower seeds. Squid plant seeds. Do we actually have to select our recipe? Do we want burst plant seeds, don't we? Burst plant seeds. So that's what we want. So do we need no valid items in the chamber? Well, that's just weird. Oops. Okay, so it's obviously not those. Now, how do we get plant seeds? So grey plastic. Plastic. Grey plastic. It says pressure chamber. Burst plant seeds in a pressure chamber. But how do we get burst plant seeds? Are being oil. They only exist still to provide a smooth transition towards yours. Okay. So how is this going to work then? I am going to have to do some research into this. But yeah, there we go. Well, at least we've actually got our pressure chamber built. But yeah, we've got to figure out how we actually make stuff work. But I think what we'll do is we'll call it an episode there. I'll need to go away and do some research. It's been quite a long one, sadly. Probably maybe have a little bit of a look at chopping some of this out. So if there are a couple of cutscenes in it, sorry about that, but more down to the fact that things weren't working. I might decide to leave it in though, we'll see. But for now, thank you all very much for watching, and we shall see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.